think this game is going to come down to offense, and that might not sound shocking, but when I give you these stats, it might. Right now, the Giants have the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL, and the Saints have the number 3 ranked defense. When you go to the offense side of the ball, Giants, second in offense, Saints, 14th. Who would have thought the Saints team would be 14th in offense? I don't care what you say, the Giants are built better for a postseason run. I love Drew Brees, and I love the Saints. Not this week. Giants.
Yeah, this was a tough one. I think these two teams are both really good, really balanced, and just about even. I think this game is going to come down to two things. I think it's going to come down to home field advantage and what coach can make better halftime adjustments. I think Sean Payton makes more effective halftime adjustments than Tom Coughlin for the Giants. And in a close one, I'm going to pick the Saints, and they're going to have a stranglehold on the NFC after this.
Yeah, this is definitely a real tough game to pick. I think it's going to be a shootout, high scoring. Probably the last team with the ball is going to win this game. I also think there are two things that can affect this game, different two things, but also for the Saints. These two things are Eli Manning's foot and Darren Sharper's playmaking ability. Eli Manning's foot, if it acts up and he has to leave the game, that's definitely a good step for the Saints. And Darren Sharper, 5 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. If he can pull off another pick six tomorrow night, that'll negate the fact that the offenses were going back and forth all night long. So definitely, since both of the things have upside for the Saints are going to win.
This game, I'm taking the Giants. Surprisingly, I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring affair. I look for both defenses to control the offenses. I like the Giants' defense a little bit more. They're more proven. They always get at the passer. I look for them to attack Brees, and their secondary has been outstanding this year so far. They're giving up 104 yards passing a game, which is, it's absurd. And I just look for them to win.
All right, our panel split, and it should be a good game. Let's get to the Bears at the Falcons. Reed, maybe now that Chicago's back in the plate, you'll perform a little better this week. But why do you think they're going to win this week, Reed?
Why do I think Chicago is going to win? Because they're the better team. The way that they're going to win this game is going to be defense. It always has been. It always will be. They're going to put pressure on Matt Ryan. He's not going to be able to sit there and pick him apart like he did last week against the 49ers, who that was a bad pick on my part. But let's move on from that. The offense for Chicago thus far, other than Game 1, has looked good, and I look for them to keep rolling.
So last week, I may have been on tape saying that the Falcons were going to lose their game because Roddy White's been underperforming all year. Roddy White responds to that by posting 8 receptions, 210 yards, and a touchdown. So I guess he kind of proved my point in a roundabout way, but not in the way I would have liked. Anyway, this week, there's no way he puts up those numbers again, and Matt Ryan's definitely going to come down against Chicago's defense. However, I like Mike Johnston, the middle linebacker for the Falcons. I think he's going to do a good job slowing down Matt Forte. And playing in the Georgia Dome is always tough, so with the home field advantage, I give the slight edge in this game to the Falcons.
Yeah, Adam, I'm thinking Roddy White might have seen the show last week and wanted to show you up a little bit with his performance. The Bears are tough, but I'm going to say the Falcons win this one. It might be high scoring with Matt Ryan and Jay Cutler going at it, but Ryan and Roddy White are finally on the same page this season. Lastly, Reed, I'm sorry, but Jay Cutler's a big baby. He'll probably find some way to blow this game. I'm taking Atlanta.
I got to go with the Atlanta Falcons as well. When you look at their offense, just too versatile. Even if Roddy White gets shut down, they're going to go to Tony Gonzalez. They're going to be able to move the football. Michael Turner as well. Chicago, only the 9th-ranked pass defense. I don't think they're going to be able to slow them down. Plus, Atlanta's going to score points. We all know that. Can Chicago keep up? I don't think the 30th-ranked offense in the league will be able to. Falcons.
All right, so Reed, the only one sticking with his Bears on the road against the Falcons. Let's move on to the Monday night matchup. Still undefeated Broncos travel to division foe San Diego. Josh, are they staying undefeated after this one?
Absolutely, they are staying undefeated behind that workhorse. The workhorse offense, a variation of the Wildcat, is what the Broncos have been using against San Diego's 24th-ranked rush D. The 4th-ranked rush offense of the Broncos is going to run it down their throat time and time again and make that defense look like Swiss cheese. Are the San Diego Chargers the king of the division? They never were. Look for the Broncos to stay undefeated and continue their run to the playoffs.
Coaches in the NFL love to talk about must-win games. And I'll tell you what, this is a must-win game for the San Diego Chargers. They're going to need this one to stay in the hunt for the AFC West. And no one's taking the Broncos lightly anymore, especially after last week beating New England. But you know what? The magic from last week's hideous jerseys is over. I think the Chargers are going to win this one behind a strong performance from Phillip Rivers, maybe even in their own powder blue jerseys. We'll see, but I'm taking the Chargers.
One of the most overlooked things in the NFL is team unity. And in the bye week, the San Diego Chargers had some discord amongst their team. Their general manager, A.J. Smith, called out the entire team, said they weren't playing well. and team captain Sean Merriman took offense to that. So there's been some problems in the locker room. That's just a distraction going in this week, especially because Denver's on a hot streak right now. They're playing way too well to lose this game. No Sean Moreno's going to run all over the Chargers, and I've said it time and time again, the Chargers are one of the most overrated teams going into this year, and really they're just proving that point.
I'm taking the Broncos. What can you say about the Broncos? They get the job done no matter what. You don't know a ton about them, but as a team, they're great together. 5-0. I look for them to win this game. San Diego's defense has not played well up to this point in the season, and I look for them to win this statement game where they may essentially win the division in Week 6. As weird as that sounds.
All right, thanks,
I'll
Reed.
start
I'm definitely rooting for you to get at least one pick right this week. As you can see, growing my beard in solidarity with Reed until he gets on the board with at least one pick. But that's all for this week. For all the guys, I'm Rishi. Thanks for watching.
Panther Sports Network.